Namaste. Welcome aboard Black Swan. I'd like to show you some projects that are upcoming. It's been a while since I bought the boat. Not a whole lot has happened, a little frustrated, but we're going to get ready to get things going hopefully, and let me show you what's going on. Come aboard. Alright guys, during the initial survey we found out there was some moisture here, and plans were to show you the reading, but obviously we had a heck of a storm last night, so the decks are wet. But I do have a meter, so we know what it was during the survey, and then we had Buster from Phipps come over and take a look at it. And Steve and Buster moved the bowsprit to get in to investigate the moisture intrusion and see what kind of damage, if any, was done. And around this bolt they did find some rot. So Buster inserted a copper tube around this, and then inserted or injected epoxy in addition, and rebedded the Samson post for me. So he has suggested to me to treat these Samson posts with Smith's penetrating epoxy, and then C-Tol or painted, and just gloss to protect these and to maintain them through the future years, and then also to use my handy dandy moisture reader to keep up with the moisture readings and make sure nothing else, the readings don't continue to go up. That's that, right? During the trip that I took to Oxford, we discovered a leak in the V-berth and came to the conclusion it is from this. Initially I was thinking about simply filling in and caulking, but now since I have other repairs going on by Phipps, I think I'm going to ask him to rebed this and just take care of the solution thoroughly. These hatches all are somewhat cloudy, and I feel the inside is a little dark, so I'm going to go ahead and have these polished. As you can tell, we've kind of started the project, but all the hatches need to be polished up. Simple project, looking to replace these durads with hopefully bronze. Looking on different used websites and friends and see what kind of deal I can come up with those. I have 5. During the trip to Oxford, and actually if you look back on our videos of that trip, you'll see I had a difficult time getting the main up. So this mast has a traditional track, and I've called Almonds to see about getting a strong track put in, because I understand that'll help me, assist me be able to get the main up and down by myself. Lazy Jack is an older system, so while I have them here, we're going to look into a more modern system, a Lazy Jack and a Lazy. And once again, trying to make things a little easier for myself, and so that I can handle her single-handedly, we're looking for a Lazy Bag to make that process a little bit easier for me. As you can see, I've got a enclosure, the Dodger, Bimini, and actually I've got full enclosure. The previous owners had, during the survey, had told me, there's some dry rot and that it may last another year, and so we took the enclosure off at the back, because I really don't need it during the hot summer, and I was going to save it for the winter when I move on board and would like the cockpit be a little bit toastier. But in the meantime, I am going to be investigating options, and the previous owners, I'm going to try to get their input, because they had some suggestions about actually changing the layout of the enclosure to make it more efficient. This is the through hole and seacock that allows the raw water to come into my engine. What's somewhat odd is that I have a Y valve here that allows me to share, or the AC unit actually uses this same seacock and through hole, And by using this Y valve, then I can get raw water over to my AC, which is wonderful, except for the fact that means I don't have a dedicated system for both. And I actually have to change this from one to the other. Recently, unfortunately, I've developed some air conditioning problems. So in investigating what to do, the solution has been that we are now going to look over in this space, and I've called Phipps and they're going to come. So Buster from Phipps has come and he's looked in this space here to see, and there is room, fortunately, to put another seacock and strainer over here for my air conditioning unit, allowing me to have two dedicated systems, one for the engine and one for the air conditioner, and hopefully that will resolve my air conditioning issues. Also, while I'm in this area, it made me think of, during the survey it was determined I do not have a high water alarm in the bilge, so Rob from Dependable Marines is coming over and installing one of those for me. It obviously has come with a chart plotter. It's a little bit dated and small, and my old eyes would like a little bit bigger one, so I'm thinking about it. We'll see how the budget goes of eventually getting a larger and updated chart plotter. The Katie Krogans are also somewhat unique that they have one winch that it simply has one winch for the two jib sheets, and again, after taking the trip, wondering about me being able to single handle her, it may be easier for me to have two winches. I have a little bit of arthritis, possibly. Maybe I want a little bit bigger winches. Things to think about. When I get even older, I may go electrical. We'll see. All of that's just pondering and what I may need to assist me to do this by myself. If I do decide to get a second winch, there luckily is room right over here in this general area, and hopefully it won't be too hard of a fix. I have some crazing along here, another project for me to learn how to do. In addition to the regular survey, I hired Steve from Atlantic Spars and Rigging to come and do a rigging inspection for me. During this inspection, obviously there were some issues. We have a broken backstay turnbuckle, and it's been put on order and hopefully will be installed today. In order to install the dedicated seacock and strainer that we've discussed for the air conditioner, Phipps has to haul her out. Therefore I have to have the boat hauled out. And since I'm having it hauled now, instead of waiting till the fall, some other projects have come up. Let's see, I've decided to go ahead and get the bottom paint done. In addition, I have these areas around it, some small gel coat repairs that need to be done. So we've added that to the list while she's on the hard. Let me think. There's some other things. I'm changing the name. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and have, let's see, Kevin from Sunrise Signs has been recommended to me highly. And so we went over and talked to him, and he's going to come over while she's on the hard, take a look at it, come up with some cool designs for me, make sure the old name's taken off properly, and get ready for that. To go ahead and have the boat waxed and make her as beautiful as possible. Care of the exterior, why don't we come below and let me show you what's going on down in the interior. Okay. During the initial survey, one of the things that was recommended to me was to separate the AC and DC panels, and Rob Nixon from Dependable Marines has completed that project for me. Standing my galley, I just want to show you, I'm excited about it. In investigating the Katie Krogans, a lot of people voiced concerns about it being a straight galley and right off the companionway. But I like it. It's large, being a liveaboard, tons of storage, deep ice box, no, excuse me, not ice box, that's something, deep refrigerators, which is nice. Stove, and ooh, I have a microwave. I was really excited about that. We're saying being underway, not being an L shape, you don't, but this is doors shut, so I still feel like I am going to be capable of having secure, that I will be fine in the galley. And I have a beautiful, beautiful tile portrait that was done by the original owners. And you can see Black Swan right there. I love it. One of the reasons why I bought this boat, I'm planning to live aboard, and it has this big, huge aft cabin, which is going to be my room. And but the mattress is again aged, and it was just a standard double, so it doesn't maximize the area. So I am going to get custom mattresses made. Again, luxury for me since I'm living on board, but that's one thing that is necessity. And then just a little side note, for my downsizing of the house, I've brought all my sheets and comforters, and will be custom cutting them down myself to have the comforts of home, but without having to pay the expense. Okay, one of the coolest things about my aft cabin, let me show you. Krogan, the story goes, was the sailor of the Katie Krogans, but he cruised a lot. But while he was cruising, he wanted to be able to work. I do not have a nav station per se, but I have this cool table that I can sit here on my bed, have stuff while I'm going, and have a huge space to work on. I just love this. And in addition, I have a really nice, huge, big mirror, so that if and when I decide I want to get dressed when I go to port, I can try to look nice. And the other wonderful luxury of my boat, I'm going to step out of the way to make room for the camera, is a nice huge closet with cabinets, under storage space. Down here, these panels down here come out, so I can put my off-season clothing underneath there. I love my closet. Welcome to my salon. As you can tell, it's beautiful and big. A little dark, but I hope to lighten her up a little bit by choosing different fabrics for the upholstery. And the foam is the original, so I'm going to get some quotes on getting some new foam and redesigning this area. I have not decided if I'm going to do it myself or not. Something else while we're in the salon, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, it's so dark, but I have some staining along here. The original owners and the surveyor, none of us could figure out exactly what it is, but the previous owners took some very fine sandpaper to it in the galley and came right off. So I will continue that project, and we'll show you pictures in the galley. It seems to work. Oxford trip, we discovered the head does not bring in water. Well, we would like to have water. Yes, we were able to dump water in during that trip, but that's something to be looked at, investigated, and I will be making a phone call today because I just remembered that issue. So we're going to call and see, do I rebuild it? Do I just go ahead and replace it? I've got a feeling the answer will be a replacement. And then also, while we're in here, I'll have the camera scope around here and show you another beautiful painting, which is wonderful. Welcome to my V-berth. It's a little messy, or as I would call it, my guest room. It's big and beautiful, has tons of storage also, and again, I'll probably get new mattresses in here too for my guest. We'll see. As you can see, it's a mess, but my project today is to really start inventorying the boat to find out what I have on her, what I need, and start cleaning her. Maybe I'll start in this room. As you can see, got this beautiful wood plaque with the name on it, and as we said, we're going to change the name, so that will come off. Put Black Swan on, but then below we have simple stickers for the home called port. Buster from Phipps Boat Works to come and, he's going to design another plaque for me, and so I can put my home port of Everglades, Florida on there and really dress her up a little bit and make her a proper pirate ship. So in conclusion, we're hoping to get the rigging done today and tomorrow, and then the marina will haul her out for me, and then we can start getting the rest of the work done. Hopefully get all this stuff done by August 8th or so, and we can be ready for the Pirates Festival in Rock Hall. And Black Swan will be making a wonderful trip up there, and while we're there, be looking for our flag and come sailing with us. Looking forward to it. Do an update as soon as possible. Ciao.